And it seems like every time this tragedy happens, they want to use this opportunity to push politics. So, what do you recommend people who are on more of the Second Amendment side kind of say to combat that narrative while wanting to fix the problem, but also kind of being sensitive of the situation? Because I feel like it's kind of a timing issue. Because at another time we could be very forward about this, but then I feel like in that moment we end up kind of feeling silenced.
Yeah, and I actually have a chapter in the book about this because I talk about the vultures. It's the vultures that swoop in whenever there's a tragedy. And they time it. They don't push for illogical gun control measures when people are calm and rational. They push for this stuff when people are angry and they're upset and they're scared. And they do that on purpose. The arguments are always the same. I've seen the same arguments for 30 years now. They keep bringing up the same points. But the thing is, the reason they do this stuff when people are emotional is because it doesn't stand up to logical scrutiny. And the stuff that they want to do actually makes us more unsafe and it makes these events more likely. And the really sad part is a lot of us on my side are shamed into silence and we hold our tongues when we should be responding, when it's vital for us to go out there because the truth is on our side. We're the ones trying to defend children. We're the ones trying to defend people. We actually have the moral high ground. They want to disarm us. We want people to be able to defend themselves. And so one of the reasons I wrote this book was to try to help people on my side articulate these reasons and to not be ashamed and to understand that, yeah, we're right. And we're the ones trying to make a difference. So that's what I'm going for here. And so I hope it helps. I hope it helps move the needle on that debate.
Right. And the left always says we need gun control laws and this will solve everything. Of course, it's only the law abiding citizens who would typically follow these laws, and so the criminals end up having guns. So we actually don't really see the crime rates going down. But what do you think about gun control laws, and what would kind of be your argument in terms of why we should not have those?
Yeah, actually, it's interesting because I go through the book. I go through every single one that I could think of, every existing law, every proposed law, all of the usual, I call them do somethings, where people are like, we need to do something. Well, I go through all of those, and we have from around the world and from around various jurisdictions in America where these things have all been tried. And we could see over and over again that they only affect the law abiding. So people who aren't going out and committing crimes are the only people scared of offending the ATF. And so you have, law abiding citizens who can't configure a gun a certain way. Criminals don't care. Almost most guns, and I go through the statistics, everything's cited in here. Most guns used in crime are stolen. They're stolen firearms that are then modified however the criminal feels like. If they're going out and they're committing murder, they don't care if they're violating some ATF rule about the furniture on the gun. That's completely irrelevant to them.